Up today's press conference with senior offensive lineman and two-time captain Matt Farniok. And just before we get started with Matt, we will have post-practice tomorrow with Coach Shenander, an assistant or two, and two or three players. So we'll get you the details on that. First question for Matt. Joe Nugent, WOWT.
Hey, Matt. I'm curious about Adrian. Coach said that he will be starting this Saturday. What kind of improvement have you seen from Adrian this offseason? How is he maybe different now? And I guess how happy are you for him to have this opportunity again?
I'm extremely happy for him. I mean, he's gotten just as the days have gone on, he's gotten a lot better of just making the right reads, trusting the pocket. And we as an O-line we've kind of proved to him to have faith in us, and we're giving him a lot more time to make his job easier, and he's been doing a great job with it.
Lincoln Journal-Star, Parker Gabriel.
Hey, Matt, I think back in the spring we were talking about Greg Austin sort of setting the expectation in terms of you guys being a veteran group. And I guess how much do you relish the chance to start the season against Ohio State knowing that you're going to get a really good test off the bat in terms of your ability to run the ball and protect the quarterback?
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, they're obviously a high caliber team. I mean, they haven't played a game yet, and they're top 5 in the nation. I don't know exactly what they are, but I mean, that's a tip of the hat to them. I mean, they're a great team, and I mean, those are the type of guys that you want to play and you want to kind of test your strength against and see where you stand with those guys. And it's always fun when you get to fight these top type of teams.
Jake Bartecki, Kara, and you.
Matt, the Buckeyes lost Chase Daniels, who was one of the best defensive linemen in college football last season, to the NFL. And Coach Frost had said that, he doesn't think they've gotten any worse. How do you guys feel your offensive line will match up with their defensive line?
I think we'll match up fairly well. I mean, obviously they're extremely talented. And I mean, if we it's going to be a battle. I mean, they're going to win some, we're going to win some. And I mean, really, at the end of the day, we just expect it to be a fight, and that's what we're looking forward to.
Thanks.
24/7 Sports, Brian Christopherson.
Hey, Matt, how have you seen Bryce come along at that right tackle spot? How have you helped him as a guy who's been in his shoes playing as a redshirt freshman? Just kind of speak on that if you could.
I mean, he's just grown as understanding the offense, understanding what he needs to do, and then just being more confident in what he needs to do. Because, I mean, he has all the tools and everything you need to get the job done. And, I mean, especially being a young guy, you just kind of got to build that confidence up and understand that you're there for a reason. You've earned that spot. And then just kind of prove to everyone, prove to yourself that you've earned that spot and that's your spot.
Thanks, Matt.
Lincoln Journal-Star, Steve Sipple.
Hi, Matt. The Nebraska offensive line is widely regarded as a strong suit on the team. Do you feel like you guys have had that sort of lead up to the opener? Do you feel like you guys have had a good run of practices?
Yeah, I think we've been coming together as a unit really well. And I mean, with so much time we've been able to kind of work together constantly and understand the offense better, understand how we want to get behind each other in our blocks, and I mean, just kind of come together as a meshing, coherent unit. And it's so far been really positive.
How's the transition been for you to guard? How do you feel about the way you've come along personally?
I really like it. The biggest adjustment was everything kind of happens faster. There's not quite as much space between you and a tackle versus you and a DN. And I enjoy it personally. It's everything happens faster, and it's a lot more of a power type of game, which is a lot more fun to me. So I'm really excited for it.
Thank you.
Husker Online, Sean Callahan.
Yeah, Matt, I was just curious. We talked a little bit about Adrian, but what did you see from Luke McCaffrey that put his name in the conversation where Coach Frost said he's almost like a second starter at quarterback?
I mean, he's an extremely talented guy. I mean, honestly, whenever if he's behind us, I mean, there's really no drop off, and he does a great job of pushing himself and Adrian. I mean, he's an ultimate competitor, and I mean, he's someone that loves this game of football, and no question, if he ever is in the game and we need him, there's 100% confidence behind him because I know he's going to make the right call, and I also know that he has confidence in himself to make the play.
And I think we have time for 2 or 3 more. Evan Bland, World Herald, Omaha World Herald.
Hey, Matt. Obviously, this has been an historically long offseason for you guys. I'm curious what looks and feels different around the guys the last day or two, just knowing that this is finally game week for you guys.
I mean, we finally kind of got out of this Groundhog Day. I mean, it was a constant of keep going, like something's going to happen, keep going, something's going to happen, and finally we're here. I mean, we've taken all the right steps to get to the point where we are, and I mean, really, we're just finally excited we've been waiting for months for this, and I mean, we just all around everyone just can't wait for it.
All right, Sam McHugh, Omaha World Herald.
Hey, Matt. Your position coach, Greg Austin, is now the run game coordinator. What difference in positive impact do you think that'll make on the run game this season?
I think it's going to be a lot more just hard hitting, hit the hole and earn the yards type of runs. I mean, I think it's just going to be a lot more of a physical game, and we're going to kind of just try and own the line of scrimmage and press it for as many yards as we can.
And we'll finish up Lincoln Journal-Star Parker Gabriel.
Hey, Matt, along the same lines, I'm curious, what have you seen from the guys, behind Dedrick Mills in the backfield, a bunch of young guys, and what do you make of their coach, running the football so far through camp?
Can you repeat that? You kind of cut out a little bit.
Yes. What have you seen from the young running back group behind Dedrick Mills, just in their approach and the way that they're running the balls, within your scheme behind a veteran offensive line?
They're excited, and they do a great job of reading the holes and where to hit it. I mean, I'm really impressed with them because at first I kind of thought they were going to be a little squirrely and try and outrun everyone, but they've done a phenomenal job of understanding where the holes are and where they need to hit it and where to just take the yards when they can. And they've done a great job, especially for young guys, of really just understanding that 4 yards on a run is a great job.
All right. Thank you, Matt. Thanks, everyone, for jumping on today and being patient as we got started. And I'll send you the info for tomorrow's Zoom later today or in the morning.
Thanks. Great job, man.